Exodus chapter 28, read from the Wycliffe Bible. Verse 1. And bring thou into thy presence Aaron thy brother and his sons from the midst of the Israelites, so that Aaron and Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar can serve as my priests. And thou shalt make holy clothes for thy brother Aaron, for his glory and beauty, grandeur. And thou shalt speak to all the wise men in heart, which I have filled with the spirit of prudence, that they make clothes to Aaron, in which he shall be hallowed, and shall minister to me. And these shall be the clothes which they shall make. They shall make a breast piece, that is a pouch, or a pocket upon the breast, in which shall be carried the Urim and the Thummim, and an ephod, a robe, and an embroidered linen shirt or tunic, a turban, and a sash, that these shall be the holy clothes for thy brother Aaron, and for his sons, when they serve as my priests. And they shall take gold and jacinth, and purple and red silk twice dyed, and biz, that is fine linen. And they shall make the ephod out of gold, and jacinth, and purple, red silk twice dyed, and finely woven linen, and embroider it with diverse colours. It shall have 2 shoulder straps fastened to its top edges in the front and behind, to secure the ephod in place. And its waistband shall also be made out of gold, and jacinth, and purple, and red silk twice dyed, and finely woven linen, and it shall be joined to the ephod to form one piece. And thou shalt take 2 stones of onyx, and thou shalt engrave in them the names of the sons of Israel, 6 names in one stone, and 6 others in the other stone, by the order of their birth, by the work of an engraver, and by the painting of a man that adorneth with gems. Thou shalt engrave those stones with the names of the sons of Israel, and thou shalt enclose and compass with gold. And thou shalt fasten those stones on the 2 shoulder straps of the ephod, as a reminder of the 12 tribes of Israel. Aaron shall carry their names before the Lord on both shoulders, so that I shall remember them. Thou shalt make 2 hooks out of pure gold, and 2 little chains out of pure gold, which shall be twisted like ropes, and which thou shalt fasten to the hooks. And thou shalt make the breastpiece of judgment like the weaving of the ephod, out of gold and jacinth and purple and red silk twice dyed, and finely woven linen, and embroider it. It shall be square and folded over double. Its measurements, the length as well as the breadth, shall be the palm of a hand. And thou shalt fasten to it 4 rows of stones. In the first row shall be stones of sardius, topaz, and emerald. In the second row shall be carbuncle, sapphire, and jasper. In the third row shall be ligure, agate, and amethyst. And in the 4th row shall be crystallite, onyx, and beryl. They shall be enclosed in gold, and in their proper order. And shall have on them the names of the sons of Israel, yea, they shall be engraved with their 12 names. Each of the stones shall have the name of one of the sons, to represent the 12 tribes of Israel. Thou shalt make chains for the breastpiece out of pure gold, which shall be like twisted ropes. And thou shalt make 2 gold rings, which thou shalt fasten to the upper corners of the breastpiece. And thou shalt join these gold chains to the rings that be fastened to the corners of the breastpiece. And the other ends of these chains shall be joined to the 2 hooks that shall be fastened to the upper part of the front of the 2 shoulder straps of the ephod. Thou shalt make 2 gold rings, which thou shalt fasten to the lower corners of the breastpiece by the hem of the ephod, so that they be opposite each other. And thou shalt make 2 more gold rings, and fasten them to the lower part of the front of the 2 shoulder straps of the ephod, near the seam and above the waistband. And the breastpiece shall be bound by its rings to the rings of the ephod with a lace of jacinth, so that the joining shall dwell secure, and the breastpiece and the ephod shall not separate from each other. And so Aaron shall carry the names of the tribes of Israel on the breastpiece of judgment on his breast, when he entereth into the sanctuary, as a reminder before the Lord forevermore. And thou shalt put in the breastpiece of judgment the Urim and the Thummim, which shall be on Aaron's breast, when he entereth before the Lord. And he shall carry these symbols of the judgment of the Israelites upon his breast before the Lord forevermore. And thou shalt make the robe to wear under the ephod out of jacinth, in whose middle on top shall be a hole for the head, with a hem woven all around it, as it is wont to be done in the hems of clothes, lest it be easily broken. And beneath, all around on the lower hem of the robe, thou shalt put pomegranates made out of jacinth and purple and red silk twice dyed, and finely woven linen, with little bells mixed or mingled in the midst thereof, so that there be a little gold bell and a pomegranate, and another little gold bell and a pomegranate, and so on, all around the hem. And Aaron shall be clothed with that robe, or that alb, when he ministereth, so that the sound can be heard when he entereth into the sanctuary before the Lord, and when he goeth out, and so that he shall not die, be killed, on which thou shalt engrave, by the work of an engraver, holy to the Lord, that is, the name of the Lord, tetragrammaton. And thou shalt tie that plate to the turban with a lace of jacinth, and it shall be on the forehead of the high priest. And Aaron shall bear the wickedness done when the Israelites offer and dedicate all their gifts to the Lord, and the plate shall always be on his forehead, so that these gifts shall be acceptable to the Lord. And thou shalt make the shirt, or the tunic, and the turban, and the sash out of fine linen, and the sash shall be embroidered. And thou shalt make fine linen shirts, or tunics, and sashes, and peaked caps for Aaron's sons, for their glory, grandeur. And thou shalt clothe thy brother Aaron and his sons with all these things, and thou shalt anoint them, and consecrate them, and ordain or install them, so that they can serve as my priests. And thou shalt make linen breeches for them, so that they cover their naked flesh, from their reins unto their hips. And Aaron and his sons shall use those breeches whenever they shall enter into the tabernacle of the witnessing, or when they approach the altar to minister in the sanctuary, lest they be guilty of wickedness and die. This shall be an everlasting law for Aaron and for his descendants after him.